Okay. Sorry, I'm just making notes. We're generating up a bunch of NPCs, and I want to make sure I keep track of them.
I mean, you're being streamed now, so you can't just fool us. You have to fool the entire internet.
Oh yeah, sorry, scratch that. We've planned this. These NPCs have been hanging out in the wings for the past 3 months. Alf and some of these names are wonderful, but also
it's a
terrible.
random generator. You're supposed to, but they're all period names, exhaustively researched.
That's what that's what I like about them.
Some I thought you were about to say Alphaneo, and I was like, God, that name sounds so familiar, but I think I'm thinking of Dulcineo.
Right. I like that
Which
one
would
too.
not be a period name.
Well, I mean, what's the period again? Because we're talking Dulcineo is what, 1500s?
A little bit, so I guess it would count. I guess you're right.
Alphalina. Oh, that's a great name.
Oh yes, the female elf.
Right. I guess so. Alf for short. Okay, cool. All right, so I guess let's ask Connor. You guys are out drinking. Connor, Potter seems eager to go to investigate these rumors. If they're meeting there most nights, there's a chance that you might be able to catch them at the familiar mouse on this very night, but it's up to you.
It would be possible to catch him, possibly, but I don't. Well, that's quite redundant. But I don't know what I would do about it if I found one.
That's a fair point. You want to uncover their secrets. So right now you don't have a whole lot to go on. Just this mysterious ring and the rumors that they meet at this place, at this bar. And you know that it is the rowdiest bar in town. A popular spot for some of the children. The students. There we go. For some of the students in town, they like to hang out here because it's sort of like, risque. And, well, yeah, basically not a place where the faculty tends to go.
I'm just looking up the cost of the signet ring because possibly Connor could have one made and try to fit in with them, although his lack of much deceit skill will probably get him into big trouble. But no, that's the fun part of these games.
Yeah. That's interesting. You could inquire about finding a craftsman who could make one for you. That's another option. But yeah, if you get your hands on the raw materials, oh come on, cat. If you get your hands on the raw materials, you could fashion something that might pass for a ring. We'd have a roll for it. You could try to fake one.
I'm sure that would cost less.
Did you say you do have dice in craft, or you don't?
I do not.
Does anybody in the party have crafting dice here?
I do, because I'm working class, not like you guys.
Ooh, I have a D6 in the seat. That's just enough to get into big trouble.
Nice.
The problem is I only have 50 dinar and a full-blown real signet ring costs 100 or more. But compared to a simple ring, which is only 1 dinar, I wonder if I could get away with a fake one for half that.
Yeah, let's do some splitting of differences. And say that you could buy sort of like a base ring for half that you could then try to modify. Or I guess, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get like a generic store brand ring, brass ring, and then sort of just pass it off, like use like hand flourishes so that from a distance it might read like you have one of these rings? Or are you trying to actually create a forgery of one of those rings?
I was hoping for forgery, but I don't think I've got the funds for that, and my wealth has been tapped on that rowboat in Lake Ob.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of taking notes on what I spend the wealth on, just so I can
Wise.
try to remember when it happened.
No, that's good, because we always have trouble remembering. So thank you for being on top of it.
Yeah, putting actual physical dates for real time on that wouldn't work, because in some weeks we go for like a whole month of just stuff happened, and sometimes for 2 months of game we've only had like 3 days pass.
Yeah. Yep. So here's what I'll say. If you want to, you can find raw materials for like the raw materials you would need to make this ring for like 5 denarii to make a forgery, and then you would have to make a forgery roll, which would probably be mind and craft. Mind and craft for, yeah, I'm making things. Okay, so I would say it would be a mind and craft roll, which means that if you're only going to be rolling your mind, it would be tricky, and if you botch it, well, you'd be throwing your money away, because the
Yeah.
ring would be messed up. If you could find someone to make the roll for you, that's another issue. I would say finding someone who is an actual forger in this town would require gossip, minding gossip to like locate the people that you would want to know, and then having nobody has insider with this particular community, so that wouldn't really help you, but open to other gifts that might be able to help you. I don't know if nobility in this case would work, right? Because it's not very it's not like a noble thing you're looking to do.
Yeah, we're looking for somebody who would be more apt to subvert a noble and copy their ring. Now, I'd say Streetwise would work on that, but I don't have it.
Right. Yeah, I think you would want to meet up with your with the rest of your party. This is definitely more their wheelhouse.
Right. Sure they told him where they were going, or at least we'll be in this neighborhood, and then he can go looking around there.
Yeah, from the way the setting establishes it, it feels like taverns and drinking halls are a fairly common sight pretty much in every corner of the world, but this is probably one of the more sparsely populated places when it comes to like bars and taverns, because it's a lot of bookworms. It's a lot of people who are here for a reason. They're doing jobs. Their jobs are scholarly. They need like peace and quiet. There's probably more libraries than you would expect and less taverns than you would expect, which I also feel like would make it a bad party town, even with the population of students. I'm sure a lot of the students are all itching to, field trip to Shalon to get the real partying done. So basically what I'm trying to say from all of that is that you could do a tour of the town and probably track down your friends within an hour of searching.
All right. Well, then, of course, after dinner and the goodbyes are said, and with Potter still excited about this mission, he'll go looking for everybody and see where they went.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will say at this point that the rest of the party, Dan, Mercurio, and Anushka, have been poking around and finding that it's a pretty quiet night party scene wise. You have been able to try some local brews, which have been okay, but you hear that if you're looking for a more body experience, that you want to go to the Familiar Mouse. That it's, I mean, most people that you talk to don't go there because it's filled with irritating drunk students, and that's just not what they want out of their bar experience. But yeah, it sounds like that might be what you want.
I mean, Dan, you know how to drink, right?
Yeah, put stuff in my mouth, then swallow.
I like it. But have you ever held someone's hair while they barf?
I don't like kids.
Why are you hanging out with me then?
Wait, which one? How old are you?
Let me check my sheet. I think I'm 18.
Whoa, this stream does not condone underage drinking.
There we go. It's not underage, it's the Middle Ages.
A quick rules question for you guys. I just checked. I have 9 experience. I could buy at least one more mark in this sheet if you would let me.
Oh yeah, I would let you if you
9
want to do
is
that.
2 marks, actually.
Yeah, if you're looking for forgery, forgery is a gift in the streetwise tree. So you have to be a criminal before you can be a forger.
Right. But I figured for, like, once we get the ring, if we do, then it's going to take a lot of bluffing to get our way through all this.
Having a lot of deceit would indeed help. Because the usual rule in the game is, like, 1 success can fool normal people, 2 successes could fool skilled people. So if you want to make a forged ring that could fool, like, people who know what a signet ring is supposed to look like, you have to score at least 2 successes to do it.
Right.
So,
And these are academics.
Yeah, so usually forging things is craft. So there's a specific gift called forgery that makes. But we party. You know. This is also another place. It's like, we could talk about the Middle Ages some more, and I don't think I want to because it's like there's other stuff going on. So yeah, I know I'm not drinking, everybody. I'm just drinking cider.
I mean, I was mostly kidding. I think you have to take the cultural norms of the time.
Drinking
I
age
think,
used to be 18 in the US.
Yeah,
That gets to
right.
a different issue. So yeah, no, we go out and party. It's the Middle Ages.
It's the Middle Ages. The lifespans were much compressed. You
Don't
were
ask
lucky if you saw 40.
what age Romeo and Juliet were.
Right.
So yeah. No, I am of the age of seniority. I can handle myself. I've killed people. I love that. I've killed people with my own hand, and you're worried if I'm old enough to drink. So, yeah. I just shot someone's head off.
You've seen things. You need to drink.
I mean, to be fair, children do that by accident all the time.
Oh man, we cannot escape politics today.
To the Ironclaw stream. We're all sunshine and lollipops here. Let's see. Well, if the Familiar Mouse what was recommended to us, that's where we're gonna go. Dan and the Doctor are my wingmen. So,
well, Mercurio.
No, Mercurio. Did Mercurio come with us?
Yeah, he decided to go with you guys.
Mercurio turned down a state dinner to come to a cheap bar with us.
You guys were very, very persistent. You made you made the argument that he would have a better chance jogging his memory loose, meeting a lot of drunk people than he would talking to one guy. So
that's the kind of person he is, that he would turn down good food and comfort to go to a disreputable bar and get a shiv in the ribs.
Or maybe he asked his current lord, who said, do whatever you want, don't let me decide for you. And then he took that as a subtle implication that he was not wanted at dinner and decided to go drinking with you guys instead.
Well, I don't know what people do for fun in this town. I think they race for fun in this town, which is not something you can really do drunk.
You
I
can
mean,
try.
sure, I guess
You could.
yeah, there's not going to be a lot of pit fighting or dino baiting. So probably a lot of song. So probably a lot of obnoxious song.
A lot of literate intellectuals in this town who all
Oh God, filk nerds. Like sing along. It's only 84 lines. An iambic hexameter.
Yep. This one is in some long forgotten language that no one understands, but you've been studying for 4 years.
You just
Yeah.
kind of just remember the chorus is, just string along with that. So
What you're
yes.
saying is perfect note to start a bar fight.
I'm not going to stop you from starting a bar fight. None of us actually have carousing. None of us are actually professional drinkers.
No.
We'll find out if Mercurio has it.
Right?
Dan agreed to hold his hair while he barfs.
That's true. That's true. Are you guys trying to get Mercurio drunk?
Sure, we haven't tried that yet.
Okay. Well, you keep buying him drinks and he keeps drinking them, and the lad seems to have a real tolerance for this stuff.
See, make a note of that too. See,
yeah,
Mercouche, you're not like other people. Like all the other people, I can't talk to them, but you, I understand. You're different, just not like the other guys. It's the kind of person can look in your eyes and see like windows, like deep, limpid pools of memory and solace and other big words.
I love drunk Anushka. I feel like there's definitely drunk Anushka.
Pick a character that's not like me. So I hate fun, and Anushka loves fun. So I gotta keep that up. But other than that, I have no overwhelming ambition. It's have party, but also I am a jaded city girl, as it were.
Yeah.
I don't know if the doctor gets drunk or not, since Griffin. Actually, he would.
I think he would. I mean,
we don't have a designated driver unless Dan is like that. Except Dan, I think, is going to get drunk too, aren't you?
Of course I am.
All right. Well,
even if
we're
I
just
was the driver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey.
So we really don't have a good wingman. So yeah, we just So, and we're obvious tourists, so I don't know if anyone wants to mess with us.
I mean, the obvious joke is that you are the wingman.
So,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, here's what we'll do. So, Connor, you and Potter make your way out to this familiar mouse tavern, and inside, here's what you see. First of all, there's a bunch of who are people, mostly horses. They're young and they're obviously students, and they're obviously very rowdy and very drunk. You can see that Anushka, at the very least, seems to be getting on along very fine with them. They take to her because she's definitely like a party girl. And you can see that Mercurio is also, even if he's not stupid, slobbering drunk, he is like loosened up and he's singing along with whatever college fight song they've just taught you. I'm not
Let
sure.
Them all go to hell, except
our sports team. Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know what Dan is up to or what kind of a drunk he is, but he's there too.
I'm a happy drunk.
Dan is a happy drunk. So
I
Dan
drink.
is also probably enjoying this revelry. You can see that your mercenaries have also made it here. The group led by Handsome Marshall. And they seem bored. You know, they're also drinking, but they're not joining in with the song. They're mostly looking around and judging all of these scholarly types. And you can also see that in one corner of the bar, there is a table at which two individuals are seated. They're wearing cloaks with their hoods drawn. And you can see that based on their posture, they do appear older, and they're certainly not drunk or reveling the way that everyone else here is doing it.
Interesting. Well, let's see here. Give me one moment. I need to check Potter's sheet. Let's see here. Does he have observation? No, he does not. I was thinking of sending him to see if those shadowy figures have such rings as we've seen before, but I don't want to risk him in something he's not that good at doing. So, Connor, there.
And yet you had him fight your brother.
In his duel, a stately duel.
Interfered only 50% of the way.
Well, let's approach this party of Anushka and friends.
There you go. Get your drunk friends to do it.
And he'll at least keep an eye on those figures and see if any of them, if their hand becomes exposed, if it has a ring on it.
I mean, if you bring this up, I could go figure it out.
He was actually going to bring it up.
Well, then I'll go figure it out.
So yeah, when he sits down.
Yeah, I'm going to go carry, I don't know, I'm going to get 2 drinks, 2 mugs, steins, whatever.
Nice.
I guess stein wouldn't be for this region. Mugs. 2 mugs. I'm going to cross the room. And then when I get nearest their table, I'm going to trip in the most horrible fashion ever. And just collapse across the table, spill drinks all over their robes and myself.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Yep, they both jump up as you would if someone just spilled a drink on you.
Knock
and Dan will say
the table to the ground, everything all over the place.
Oh yeah, there's that whenever someone drops a plate in a restaurant and everyone gasps and then basically starts to cheer and applaud, the drunken students are applauding you, Dan, and from where you are, you look up, you can see that under the hoods, both of these equine figures definitely are older. You can spy that one of them is wearing glasses, and they both seem very upset with you. And you do catch a glimpse of polished bronze on the ring fingers. They both seem to be wearing these rings that Connor told you about.
Yeah, I'm going to reach my hand up and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can you help me up?"
Blasted fool! One of them swats your hand away and scowls. The other one marches over to the bar and says, "Bartender, bring me a towel, something to dry myself, this damn drunken idiot. Get us fresh drinks as well." Bartender seems to obey quickly, these guys are patrons that he does not want to piss off. But yeah, still this other guy is looking down at you, and he says, "Kerr, what are you doing? Get away from here. No one told you that. Who are you to approach us?"
I'm sorry, what's that word mean?
It means insignificant mongrel.
You're mangy and ill-bred.
I look back at Anushka. Well, thank you for the insult.
You'll have to apologize for my friend. Wait. You'll have to apologize to my friend. Wait, I got this. My friend needs an apology. He's not good at things.
I say, yeah, I'm waiting.
So it's interesting. So he's outraged, but you can tell that he sees you both as pathetic, drunken idiots, not worth actually like starting a fight with. So is going to say, you owe us. Oh, well, he is outraged though. He is covered in beer, alcohol. So he says, I believe you owe us an apology, Kerr. On your feet. Apologize.
Realizing now that I should probably dip into the fool career.
I can see Dan rocking
Why
some
you haven't done
cool
it before?
gifts.
Actually, I never have. It's always been on my plan
Really?
sheets, but I never made an actual fool.
Oh, you played a fool once, but he was masquerading as something else. Remember, I think it was the when I played that at Common Warlord with all the
Nope,
followers.
you got it backwards again. I played a priest masquerading as a fool. I always masquerade as a fool. Never am a fool. Anyways, sorry, say your thing again. I got too far into the hey, I should be a fool thought process.
Oh no, he basically said, we're not apologizing to you. You should apologize to us. And his friend comes to his side and seems to try to like calm him down a little bit.
I frown, and I say, I extended my hand in gentlemanly something. You hit me in the hand. That hurt.
You can see now that the other robed horse is whispering, and you're close enough to hear it, Connor, and he's saying, no need to draw undue attention to ourselves. Just apologize to the miserable creature and let us be on about our business. And you receive probably the most condescending and sarcastic apology you have ever heard there, Dan. He says, I was wrong to strike you, and for that, I apologize.
That's right. Now help me up and we'll call it good.
Yeah, the horse proves to be stubborn, but his friend will lean down and try to help you up a little bit and say, now there, I think you've probably had enough. Perhaps you should rejoin your party.
I don't know about that. I can still remember my name.
Oh, and what name would that be?
Anne. My name is
What?
Anne.
Anne?
Wait, you're Anne? We got the wrong guy, I say, and I shove Dan out of my way. Sorry, we don't know this guy.
And I tumble into another table.
Oh, man. Okay, that table is more jovial, and they laugh and give you a pat on the back because they're also very drunk.
I gotta turn to Mercurio and say, man, what are the odds we ran into a second lemur?
Right. Mercurio,
I gotta go find ours.
Mercurio is in the process of negotiating the sale of some noted weed from one of the students.
It's legal.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they grow their own, and he told them that he was on a quest to find his lost memories, and the guy's like, hey, I have something that can help.
He told them, and I quote, that he's not a cop.
Okay, pointedly, that does not help you remember who you are.
Well, this guy's just trying to make a sale, you know.
I can't believe someone who is peddling opioids would lie like that. This is where people correct me and point out that marijuana is not an opioid, it's a hallucinogen. Actually, it's not even a hallucinogen, is it?
It's a narcotic. I guess they're all
No, it's narcotic only if it's physically addictive, which everyone knows it's not. Welcome to our misinformation stream about drugs. In any event, it's not going out.
I mean, but I would just make it worse and just say it is opium, the thing we all know about.
But well, opium's a separate entry on the list. And that is a narcotic. So yeah, anyway, if they're buying, if they're selling, I'm
for
buying.
everybody.
If he's selling, you're buying, is what you said?
Of course I'm buying. I'm a messenger. I'm half dealer already.
There you go. He says that he also forges documents of acceptance, basically like student IDs. That's his other thing. So if you're looking
Also
for
letters of introduction.
yes, letters of introduction. If you're looking for them, yeah, he said that he once sold a letter of introduction that fooled a headmaster at the academy. So like, yeah, he's very
but you're fooling people here in Conscient. It's not like it's not like the real instructors like Ferobia or Dunwasser.
Oh,
Why cold water directly to burn?
Oh, yeah, you guys were, if you were looking for a bar fight.
Oh, someone call the burn ward.
You might have just found one.
This man just got burned.
I think it's I think this is when we pay our bill and leave.
Well, although you do have your bros with you, you do have the mercenaries are here too, and they've been fixing for some kind of action.
That's the last thing I need. People at a bar.
Come on,
Yeah.
good nerd fight.
I mean, the two horses are still here. What a time to get them accidentally involved.
Yeah, the two horses have moved over to the bar itself, and they seem to be engaged in a conversation with the bartender. And he nods over to a door at the back of the room. It looks like it leads into the kitchen, but you can see someone opening like one of the servers coming out through it, and it looks like there's also a staircase that leads down. And the two horses are making their way towards it.
Just saying, Pee Wee Herman style shenanigans could break out at any moment.
So Dan's gonna dance tequila on the table.
Okay, maybe Pee Wee Herman was the bad example here. I just mean go for a punch and punch the wrong guy.
What would that be?
Well, I mean, it's very much a yes man thing is the last thing I remember seeing it in, but I'm not even in the fight, you idiot. Well, that's your problem. You're never in it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw a punch, we can do this. We can do this thing. We can throw down. These kids are too stupid to know that they are hopelessly outmatched by pretty much everyone else in this room right now. So, but there's a number of them. There's like 10 of them. So,
I mean, we wouldn't be throwing the punch. They'd be throwing the punch at us. Or Anushka, rather.
It looks like they're ready to throw down, but I will say that at the first signs of potential violence, your mercenaries kind of push themselves away from the table and stand up. And this guy, Handsome Marshall, is very much the tallest person in the building right now.
Maybe it's a back to school scenario then. We got the old guys that are all ready for a fight, but then you've also got the conscient athletics team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, Dan, why are you trying to start a fight? Why are you doing that?
Well, I mean, out of character. Those two horses are still here. We can still catch them in the middle of a bar fight. Which is also still very much a back-to-school scenario.
Why would we go after them anyway? They're just criminals.
Well, we don't know exactly who they are.
Yeah, they're criminals. I know exactly who they are.
Oh, well, I mean, they have signet rings, possibly.
That we could take off of their unconscious bodies, which is much easier than pickpocketing them.
Want to loot them of their signet rings to help commit a crime later.
Well, also they're in with something where they're going down some staircase or something like that. That we've seen them be indicated to. They have information.
So you
also
information about what?
Dan really likes to fight. I don't know if I remember introducing myself as that I'm Dan. Dan, the fighting man, and I get drunk to be happy.
It's worth mentioning, yeah.
No, I'm just saying that I do have a very loose basis for wanting to get into a fight, but I also do like to fight.
I know. Well, I'm just wondering why we would pursue them. It's not on my goal list. My goal list is to find out where Mercutio is.
I know, but it is.
Don't know.
Right. At the same time, getting into this fight now would be a matter of not having to pursue them. Like, they're leaving, but if I throw the wrong punch and hit one of them in the back of the head with a fist,
No,
they
If
might
we're
not be
members of
leaving.
the
Why would
members
I?
of the Copper Eye Society, then it very much is in our goal
Okay.
list to go after them.
Yeah, I mean, why?
Well reasoned, Connor. Well reasoned.
I didn't follow that. You want me to go after them? You want me to find them? I'm not sure why.
No, we're all drunk here. I'm not expecting
Yeah.
you to make any rational choices.
Well, anyway, if they start something, I'm here to end.
Possibly not with guns. Maybe don't follow a bar fight with lethal
Guns.
force.
No, I know that. I can still fight.
I don't know that.
I mean, not as good as you, but I can still fight.
I mean, I don't know that. I don't think I've seen you get into a fight where you didn't pull the guns out. Dan has not seen you in a fight where you didn't pull the guns out.
I mean, you've not seen it, but I have. Come on, I wrestled a guy out of the sky.
Dan hasn't seen that, I don't think.
I know, you haven't seen it
That's a
yet.
fair
Well, it hasn't
point.
come up. I'm
That's a
not
fair
here to
point.
impress you.
I know that. You insulted me many times tonight already.
I
So-
kick 'cause I love.
So Connor has informed you guys for why he's here, which is the narrative impetus for you guys to also be in on the goal of uncovering the secrets of the Copper Eye Society. So you do know why Dan and Potter are here at the very least.
Well, I
And
was here to begin with.
I mean, I'm sorry, I meant Potter and Connor. Yeah, Dan was here to begin with, but now everyone's more or less on the same page, if not the same levels of inebriated. But yes, these two figures wearing these signet rings are on their way to the kitchen, possibly to the basement, and we're on the verge of what could be a brawl happening between these students and the rest of the party. And yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense that you could use a brawl as cover for beating up one of these guys and taking their ring. But you would also be in a brawl, which has its own dangers. So what do you guys want to do? How do you want to proceed?
Well, if a fight's going to break out, I'm probably going to leave because this is a zero-sum win. So I beat up some locals and I get bruised for my trouble. I'm here to party. So if it looks like a fight's going to start, I'm going to get Mercurio out of here. I am the wingman.
Maybe a hard blow to the
That's
head
true.
would cure Mercurio of his amnesia.
Yeah, that's only in a movie.
Oh, are you saying that what we're in right now is complete reality?
Movies haven't been. I'm saying movies haven't been invented yet.
Neither has hard cider.
No, hard
What,
cider's
really?
been invented for a long time.
Isn't hard cider carbonated alcoholic cider?
Well, I mean, modern hard cider.
Yes,
would be,
there's
but I
also
imagine,
just cider that you let ferment.
Okay.
yeah. Isn't that like Applejack?
I was thinking of carbonated.
I think you might be right.
Sorry, I was thinking carbonated hard cider then.
Yeah. In fact,
Which
most of
happens.
what we're drinking around here is probably wine because this is wine country.
Mm.
And then most of what you're drinking in the Middle Ages until very recently is low alcohol wine. So you have a low level of alcohol in it to keep it. You have to keep the impurities and the germs out of it because purifying water is not a thing yet.
No. I wonder when purifying water actually became a thing.
Sanitary movement doesn't start till the 19th century.
So there you go. Yeah.
It's a very exciting period in history. They made a movie about it. It's called Life in the Time of Cholera.
Right.
So once again, man, everyone go play Ironclaw. Experience all the downers. Anyway, so yeah. So if it looks like he's getting in trouble, I'm going to grab Mercurio and get the hell out of here.
Beat feet. Beat wing. Mercurio is like, hey, wait, I was talking to that guy. Oh, all right, where are we going?
Well, I mean, if we're leaving, I mean, that was easy. Like, as in outside.
I
All
guess.
right, you get outside. Mercurio says, like, listen, Anushka, I think you're a wonderful woman, but I don't. It just wouldn't. I have too much to worry about now. It just wouldn't work between us. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm flattered that you think you're in my league.
Oh God, Nushka with all the sick burns tonight.
He
Yeah, I'm
goes, he's
really
like,
a mean
you were
drunk.
saying all of those things about my eyes, like luminous pools, or. Sorry, I misread the situation.
Oh, no, I just think you're fascinating to look at. You're easy on the eyes. You'll probably find some girl or guy who really wants to intercourse with you.
So this isn't a pretty woman scenario.
I want to intercourse with you so hard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The way you talk and carry yourself implies that you're a person of note. Like, and I'm just, a city girl who will eventually rise up and destroy
Destroy
all
you.
hierarchy.
Yes.
I don't
Sorry,
think it's going to
but
work out.
it's just not going to work out. We're from two different worlds.
We'll be on, we're just from the wrong side of the guillotine.
Wow, wrong side of the guillotine.
Yeah, now I brought him here because I thought he might be common folk, but I mean, we could see if you are common folk, we can go back in and join the bar fight. I'm a little worried Dan might bruise his hands on people.
Yeah, Dan, I feel like the biggest risk is the accidental murder of a student. This is probably.
Well, I can make all these blows non-violent. Or not non-violent.
Non-violent, good job.
Non-lethal.
Whoa!
I put on my 2 giant Hulk hands, and I start
you
punching people non-violently.
foam rubber Hulk
Oh,
hands.
don't worry.
Boom! Hulk smash!
That's one for the ages. I was hitting them non-violent.
Yep.
Hey,
You
look.
just disarm everyone of their beer.
You know any throws? I don't think you do.
Throws? No.
But you're kind of brawling.
Well, I mean, I got shoves.
Yeah, which is a throw. So yeah.
But I mean, actual throws, as in, like, thrown weapons, thrown stuff, no.
Well, I meant grabbing someone and knocking them on their butt, but I don't think wrestling is.
I've wrestled.
Then you've got these people.
See? I got wrestled.
Yeah,
Nice.
then,
Not a good example, but I have it.
Okay, well then you do know throwing people. That's what I meant.
Cool. Okay. So Anushka and Mercurio have left the building. Tensions are high. I assume the rest of you are still in there. What's the play? It doesn't look like these students are acting tough and throwing insults out at you for insulting their school, their institution of learning. But yeah, seeing that it looks like
I'll just take an
Handsome
insult too
Marshal.
far. That's all. I don't care if they start backing down. It's already too far. I don't care if they're backing down.
Okay.
Handsome Marshal starts standing up. They're like, whoa, 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 wait a second. I said, what the fuck did you say? Shove.
Yeah.
And shove
All right.
somebody in the direction of the 2 horses that are moving away.
Oh, I love it. We'll say that person like bumps into a table, and this which in turn bumps into one of these horses and knocks him off his feet a little bit, and also seems to be the signal to go apeshit, because a fight will break out.
Isn't apeshit racist?
Huh?
Saying apeshit is racist.
No, let's not go there.
It's
You can say going batshit too. It doesn't offend me.
okay,
Well,
We'll
one
go-
means anger and the other means insanity.
right? We'll go people shit.
Don't you ever get tired of being nice?
I just started a bar fight.
So true. Okay. So let's see here. I see this challenge as you've created this bar fight in order to subdue and or rob one of these guys. But you also have to deal with the fact that there's a bar fight between you and them, between you and Connor and Potter. And by you, I mean Dan. and these guys that are your targets. Marshall and his goons are going to basically dive in, and these kids are too drunk to know any better, so they're going to fight back as hard as they can and start like swinging mugs or whatever. So yeah, I want to abstract this because I don't want to set up a whole fight sequence with like 10 to 20 NPCs in it. But
I mean, you could just have him roll and count how many successes he's got.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe
like using the standard guide of 1 is something anyone could do, 2 is skilled person, and 3 is master class. Have him roll. If he only gets 1 point, he would get beaten up as much as an average person would in a bar brawl.
Okay, abstract it. It would be your brawling, your body and brawling, right?
Yeah.
Strength.
Okay, then let's do that. But if Dan is going to do it, then I think Connor and Potter should also make that roll as well.
Strength apply?
Yeah, I'll give you strength in this case.
Yeah.
You are making attacks.
It's
In
a bar.
Connor and Potter's case, since they can't fight with brawling, we're just going to be dodging.
Okay,
Because otherwise we're bringing lethal force into this, and we don't want that.
that's a very fair point.
What about tactics?
Do you have counter tactics?
Hold on, I don't remember.